Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now these Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 for the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. Murray's throw complete to McBride, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
McBride was a standard in the 2022 draft for tight ends. The Mackey Award winner is the best tight end in college. He's the first one off the board when Arizona tabbed him as their future starter at the position. He'll get to learn from one of the best with the Cardinals, Zach Ertz. It appears he already is picking up that first down.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Right back to Conner here on first. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw, it's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first and 10 is Conner. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding up.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Hello. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They start with a give to Connor. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And some room to work. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Go on, Rick. Swim.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Murray a give. This is Connor. Bulldozes past him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Play fake. Murray. Rotates Ertz going across the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
From the gun, a give to Connor. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fighting for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Here's more on the return.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run behind center with Connor.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown, Cardinals! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his second career 1,000-yard season. Always reliable, operating out of the slot. Look for him to catch plenty of balls, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Prater's kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This one from 35 yards away. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor.
Yet again, just a bruising carry.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrell Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cards, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.